Hi everyone, welcome back to Visa Pathfinders. I am Sahid and I'm glad to welcome you back. If you're on this channel for the very first time, so what we discuss mainly here is about how to migrate to the world main economies, including the United Kingdom, the United States, Australia, Canada, New Zealand, European Union countries, among others. If that interests you, subscribe to this channel, like and share our videos, and all our returning subscribers, we pretty much appreciate your being there always. So today we're looking at how a typical caregiver resume should look like. And that is exactly what we would be reviewing today by looking at this resume on the screen. Typically, you would have your name and your address line filled up, as well as your cell phone number and email address. So this is just a typical of what you have on every resume. So apart from that, you would be given a kind of description for your resume to say what exactly you can do. Instance, I'm a reliable, compassionate, and supportive professional caregiver with an honest interest in assisting and looking after people generally. That gives a kind of introduction to what you do and what you're able to bring to the table anyway. And that is kind of also you telling them what you've been about in the past couple of years that you've been working, depending on how long your experience has been. So also you can go ahead and state that you're highly motivated and you're a strong team player. So when it comes to teamwork, which is highly required in the health sector, so you're also a very strong team player, and you would be a very good when it comes to that. So with also an excellent oral communication, which is because communication is very important when you're doing a care job because you will be communicating with people, right? So it is pretty much important for you to say what you're able to do when it comes to keeping the environment clean, which is what the job also is about for the residents to enjoy. So, when it comes to the skills and certification summary, so you also want to highlight what you've done or what you've achieved in the past few months or years. So you want to highlight what you got under your belt. So that includes, say, for instance, the number of years of experience you got in the field of care and support or caregiving. So you can also state things like serious training you've got pretty much relevant to the job. That would include workplaces adults material information system, which is a WIMIS. There are places where they also find there are places where they would also probably be looking to see or transferring, lifting, or repositioning, which is called the TLR or training occasion that you've got. And also the PATH, which is the personal asset response training, which is something that they would also appreciate in some places by some employers. That would be appreciated by some employers. Also, things such as the safety first aid, so things such as first aid or cardiopulmonary resuscitation, which is called the CPR, as well as the basic life support, which are things that you really need to be able to do when it comes to people in the homes having certain issues for you to be able to be kind of, the first responders. So you would have some certain skills that you'll be able to apply straight away if there are situations that really arise for you to make use of such skills. So others include the food safety training. So the food safety training is also pretty much important. If you got that, you need to put it on your resume. Yeah, because it is important for you to also kind of keep companionship with clients or residents in care homes. So it is good if you can also put in there the experience you've got in terms of how strong you are with human relations or companionship with residents or clients in places you've worked in the past, as well as your language proficiency, depending on because Canada basically though has got English mostly spoken in the vast majority of the provinces, but there are also provinces where French very much the where French is pretty much the order of the day, like in Quebec. And so if you're working in cities like Quebec or in Montreal. So it would be important if you're also able to speak, if you're also able to speak French or other languages that you can speak. So it is good to demonstrate that on your resume. So that would be kind of an advantage depending on where you're going to work. So lone walking is also something that is pretty much important when it comes to caregiving because sometimes you do have to walk alone. So also you should be stating if you've got ability to work in various shifts. Say the organization or the care home has got positions. They've got positions for people who probably they will be looking to do various shifts or morning, evening, afternoon, night shifts, among others, weekends. So if you put that already on your resume, it's an advantage because you already know that they don't need to kind of, worry about that because you're already listed on your resume. You're able to work on various shifts and you're available to whatever positions or openings that they got in the organization. So also, the average typing speed is not really so important, but if you're able to put that or if you're able to determine that, then you can put it on your, if you're able to determine that, then you can put it on your resume as you like. So in terms of the work experience, so you'll be looking to put your job title, the organization name, location, which includes probably the city and country. Then you will put a timeline within which you're doing the job. If it's a current job, then it would be when you started until present. And it's pretty much important to put your month and year that you started any typical position. So, what are they looking to say? So, for instance, majorly as a caregiver, you will be doing a lot of things around supporting clients. So, basically, because the caregiving job is all about is providing care. So, it would be important if you're able to demonstrate what you've done in the past or what you're doing currently that is pretty much related to the position that is being advertised that you want to move into. So things such as supporting clients to perform personal care, administering medication to clients and complete the corresponding medical record depending on what is being used to do those documentations. You put it in there. Also supporting individuals in physical exercising or gaming or game activities depending on what they do or what the resident want or what you've done in the past. Also supporting individuals to pursue educational, like their educational desire, and for them to be able to do some of the things independently, as well as working collaboratively with clients, residents, and their families to determine what needs they want. Sometimes it could be social needs, it could be physical needs, it could be mental, psychological needs. So it depends on what exactly it is. And these are things that you would be looking to put in your resume, hopefully, to, if you have those experiences in your previous or current role. So if it was a past job, all you need to do is to them on the year you started. And when it ended, that position is for a job that you already left, they would being passed as well as your education. So you want to put that underneath and say this is exactly what you've got. Say for instance, a continuing care assistant certificate, then you state the college name or city and country that you got that certificate and when it took, and what period within which you did the certification program or something like that. So you want to put all of this right in your resume and you can be kind of, guaranteed that you're on the right track for getting invited for an interview to secure a position in caregiving. This brings us to the end of this review of resume that you will be looking to as a caregiver generally. So it is important for you to do something similar to potentially be getting close to a position where you would either be selected by a recruiter or by the ATS resume scanning tool. So depending on what they use in the organization, of course, you would be in good standing to be selected to the next stage. So that brings us to the end of today's review and thank you very much for being there. Don't forget to like and share this video and hit the subscribe button and you will be glad you did. So thank you and bye-bye.